Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Saturday afternoon's the perfect setting for a game like this. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
It was one of the most electric games of the college football playoff last season. Ole Miss was dynamic with their quarterback, Trinidad Chambliss, and he is back. But can Miami find their quarterback, find that rhythm? They've got one of the most electric players in all of the country. We'll see who has that rhythm offensively to start this game. I'll keep you posted from down here on the field. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. He couldn't get it to the corner as this defense opening things up with a big play.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Mensah fires to the right, and his throw is incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
So now it's 2nd and long. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Rebels. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick six on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ballgame.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's got some space. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a nice-looking run, man, and what a legacy here when you think about Edgerrin James and Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Clinton Portis, game breakers at the running back position. And this guy, he seems like he's destined to play on Sunday.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There's a little room there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
On the ground, it's Pringle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I don't care who you are, but if you're going to have success offensively, you've got to have some semblance of a running game. They didn't have it their last time out. They obviously really struggled in that game. And in this one, just not getting enough push up front, and it's putting them in some really difficult situations.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Mensah. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fletcher. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
In the red area, it's Fletcher. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into two. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The run inside. It's Cunningham. Turning it on. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. They'll try it over the left side. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacy. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big part of the offensive game plan is yards after the catch, but none available there.
I like the idea on offense of trying to spit the ball outside quickly and see if your guy can make something happen in space, but give the defense credit. They rallied to the ball, got him on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The Rebels will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. And tackled there by the defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. At a throw. Got a man. It's Fletcher. Runs through a man. He might have space. Into the house. Touchdown, Canes.
Yeah, and if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter.
Now, 2-14 close. 2-14 close.
And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground. Might have a chance. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cook. It's a fumble. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Rebels come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. This quarterback, part of their running game. Dragged down at the 46 after a pickup of 5 and the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
They'll move the wide receiver. Calls his own number. Maybe a crease. Around and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he tacks on the extra point. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And the Canes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half.
Here we go. Shift. But hard.
They'll run the option. Pulls it on the option. He'll toss it. Creates a little space. There he goes. They bring him down. The option run to perfection, and it will move the chains.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Ready, ready.
To the ground, he's got it again. Maybe some room here. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Mensa. Firing to the right, complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he's only able to pick up about a yard before he stopped on the play. And that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pound. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Got it behind the line. It's Vaughn. At midfield, he's got room. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The run inside. It's Fletcher. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Canes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
And the Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
There's a crease. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity to maybe punch one in here.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the 3rd down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a 3rd down stop.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quarterback keeps him. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fires quickly. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 17 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Bulldogs in an absolute fist fight with a team that has been every bit their equal today. Both offenses putting up points. Feels like anything can happen in this second half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move these sticks.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. He's up to 113 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off. Give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision, nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Finds his man. Breaks into the open. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
The Rebels will have it 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Gives it on the option. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Pulls and fires complete. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understanding they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play, the defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
And that hurts, missing that field goal, especially when you're going up against a defense like this. One of the best in the entire country. You have got to be able to come away with points when you have opportunities.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. So they were getting up against the play clock, and they don't want the penalty. They'll take the timeout here. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way.
Let's go.
Throwing, Mensah. Makes the grab, it's Vaughn. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running inside. It's Pringle. Got enough for the first. Got a little grass. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Canes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. On the move, it's Fletcher. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Caught in the backfield, it's Lofton. Could not make his way to the corner.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously, the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Fletcher. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a third down play. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got his man. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Leaves it with the back, and he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Mensah, looking left, makes a grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Miami! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Rebels offense is back on the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Now on the option. Pulls it on the option. Now the pitch. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Running to could be an alley. The 20. Touchdown, Rebels. They've got the lead here in the 4th. The Rebels surge back on top.
And when you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And now this offense needs a late 4th quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Caught, and he's got room. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. The Hurricanes come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to him. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Throwing, Mensah. Dumps it to the back. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more to flip the field position with the return.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punting. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rebels. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this up.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to adjust the pattern. Using his legs to buy some time. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it, and the defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays. Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
4th down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives, and the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
And that one's incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.